Remember when Alabama-Clemson 3 was considered a foregone conclusion? Well, that conclusion for now is gone, as Clemson Tigers on Friday became the second top 4 team in 2 weeks to suffer a major upset. The number 2 Tigers lost at Syracuse Orange, 2,724, to fall from the ranks of the unbeaten. Make no mistake, this is a bad loss. It is not as bad as the one Oklahoma Sooners took last week to Iowa State Cyclones, but it is still pretty bad. The difference is that Clemson has a better chance of overcoming this loss than the Sooners do theirs. The Tigers already have 3 high-quality wins under their belt, 2 of which came on the road. They also have other ranked opponents ahead of them on the schedule. Clemson quarterback Kelly Bryant left the game with a concussion in the first half. The Tigers have a bye week coming up for him to hopefully heal and right the ship. Coach Dabo Swinney has earned the benefit of any doubt, and Clemson has looked too good so far to write them off entirely. This loss will hurt, but for now, I am keeping Clemson in the projected top 4 of the college football playoff. As for Alabama-Clemson 3, that is now a projected Sugar Bowl semifinal with the Crimson Tide as the top seed and the Tigers as number 4. The Rose Bowl becomes an all-Big Ten affair between number 2 Ohio State Buckeyes and number 3 Penn State Nittany Lions. 2018 College Football Playoff January 8th National Championship Atlanta 8 p.m. ESPN title game semifinal winner John 1 Rose Bowl Pasadena, Caliph. 5 p.m. ESPN semifinal 2 Ohio State vs 3 Penn State January 1st Sugar Bowl New Orleans 8:45 p.m. ESPN semifinal 1 Alabama Crimson Tide vs 4 Clemson. Saturday was just as crazy as Friday, with top 10 teams Washington Huskies and Auburn Tigers losing on the road. The Huskies fell at Arizona State Sun Devils 137, which is the score you might expect from one quarter between those two teams. Auburn blew a 200 lead and lost at LSU 2,723. It was just 2 weeks ago that Troy Trojans won at LSU, but the Bayou Bengals have rebounded with 2 big wins since. The result is that both Washington and Auburn are out of the New Year's Six, but they are not the only dropouts. San Diego State Aztecs was a late-night upset victim as well, losing at home to Boise State Broncos in a likely preview of the Mountain West title game. That knocks the Aztecs out and puts South Florida Bulls in. Washington and Auburn have been replaced by 2 Big 12 teams. Oklahoma, which rebounded from its miserable game against Iowa State with a win over Texas Longhorns, is back and joined by TCU Horned Frogs. That gives the league 3 spots in the New Year's Six but none in the playoff. That is a lot of shuffling around, but it was that kind of week. I bet Penn State was glad to have the week off. Selection Committee Bowl games January 1st Peach Atlanta 12:30 p.m. ESPN At-Large vs. At-Large TCVs. South Florida Deck 30 Fiesta Glendale, Aries, 4 p.m. ESPN At-Large vs. At-Large Southern California Trojans vs. Oklahoma State Cowboys December 30th Orange Miami 8 p.m. ESPN ACC vs. Big Ten St. Miami vs. Georgia Bulldogs December 29th Cotton Arlington, Texas 8:30 p.m. ESPN At-Large vs. At-Large Oklahoma vs. Wisconsin Badgers. All the chaos of this weekend had one other unexpected result. There are now not only enough eligible teams to fill all the bowls. I am actually projecting there will be one too many. I will be surprised if this holds up all season long, but for now, I have Florida International Golden Panthers Bowl eligible but without a game to play in. For the rest of my updated bowl projections after Week 7, please click here.